This week, the conclusion of our exclusive interview with one of our own top producing HECM originators who just got his own reverse mortgage. We'll bring you part 2 of our chat with George Vrban right after the short message.
Building relationships is the way Mutual of Omaha has grown into one of the leading financial services companies in the world. Our reverse mortgage wholesale division is proud to carry on this 100-plus year tradition. To your borrowers, a reverse mortgage is more than a transaction. It's a promise of a better, more stress-free life. Our goal is to provide you, our valued client, with the best service and support possible so you can focus on helping your borrowers achieve the retirement of their dreams.
So this really represented a milestone for you. It's like, oh, snap, I'm 62.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't believe it. It just, everybody else stayed young, but I got older somehow. And
right.
That's just how it works, I guess.
So when you signed your own reverse mortgage, was it, how did you feel about that? Was there a specific moment that made you go, I'm doing the right thing? What are some of the emotions that you experienced sitting there at the table signing your documents?
Well, it's interesting. I did it more from a customer perspective. For me, I already knew the paperwork, I already knew all the stuff as far as that part is concerned. So going through that exercise, the only thing I can say is I hope our industry comes up with another way to stop killing all these trees and have a closing that does not take 4 reams of paper for people to sign paperwork, right? Because a lot of my clients have arthritis and they have issues with their, to be ability to sign. It was just another reminder how brutal it is for clients to sign a ton of paperwork. We kill a lot of trees to do this loan, but I wish there was a way in the industry to compliant, legally make it easy for our clients to sign the paperwork at the end of the closing. That's really that kind of hit me more than anything. But, doing the paperwork, getting excited about doing my reverse. Yeah, it was excited. Like I said, I could afford the payment, but freeing it up now and doing more stuff with it, I was on to my next strategy. I was already thinking ahead. So,
right. Well, you have to probably put some Bengay or analgesic on your hand after signing those documents.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much paperwork is involved. So, were there any surprises emotionally or financially after you closed a reverse mortgage? Something maybe that your clients wouldn't expect either?
Financially, no, because I already had my plan in place. So I've already put the wheels in motion back when I was 55. So that plan is moving right along on the financial side. Emotionally, yes. I mean, to me, I'm even more passionate now presenting to my clients because it's more like, okay, listen, this is the one I picked. This is the reason why I'm doing it. So let me explain. They're like, what? You did one too? I said, yeah, absolutely. I said, and I'll explain to them why. So people are really get excited when I get a chance to share with them that I got it as well. It's just that much easier to be honest with you, for people to feel comfortable about moving forward with me since I've already had one. So
has that shifted your approach when you're meeting with the homeowner who may have some hesitancy, but you're the one who actually did it yourself?
Well, the way I teach it and the way I do it, I feel like I overcome a lot of those fears, and the people have the trust factor with me when I present this information. But when I add that extra feature now, it's just another bonus. It's just it's even more reassurance for them that they feel comfortable that it's the right move to make. So,
absolutely, and this is it kind of references what we talked about, the stack of paperwork. But was there anything in that process that felt maybe unnecessary or confusing, even for you as an insider, George?
It's a lot of redundancy, I'll be honest with you. I'd say more than anything. Again, I'm not sure if it's more investor laden or if it's more from the government side, but the bottom line is a lot of duplicates. We're signing old stuff, new stuff. So, it's very repetitive. So I wish there was a quicker, shorter way again to help my clients to do this paperwork a lot quicker. So that's the only thing. But there's nothing out of the blue that I'm not aware of because I'm very familiar with all the language in the program. So.
Right. So that there was no surprises, but you saw a lot of duplicative disclosures, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's a lot. the same stuff too, like signing 2-3 pages of the same stuff. So it's kind of wear on you. But
So how long's it been since you got your reverse mortgage?
I did it in March or April. I'm trying to remember the exact date. Maybe April. I can't remember the date. I already forgot the date. I should remember the date more than anything, right?
Right.
But it was just only a couple months ago.
Okay. So a couple months ago, and since that time, have any of your views on aging, and legacy and independence changed or evolved a little bit since you actually got your own reverse mortgage?
Actually, it gave me some. I did some more additional strategies for myself to put myself even in a better position. Because I had to wait and see until I got 62 to see what I would have to do to make it work. In other words, to do the loan, and then figure out the numbers after that. So yeah, I mean, if anything, it's just more about tweaking. The way I look at it, a financial planning process is like a vertical hold on a TV set, right? You got to keep tweaking it to get the right picture. So that's no different than when I did my reverse. I was just tweaking it to, what do I do next? What do I do now with my next plan on my retirement situation? Yeah.
That kind of reminds me of us as kids having to adjust the ears on the TV for our dad, right?
Rabbit ears. Yeah.
Rabbit ears until you get that right picture. And I think that's a great analogy for reverse mortgages because you have to make it a custom fit, don't you?
You do, and I come up with strategies every day for every individual, and everyone's different. I literally come up with ideas of what to do to help them get out of their situation or whatever they're in. Or I have a lot of clients, my average net worth of my clients go up to $8 million that do a reverse with me. And the reason is because when I show them all the other additional strategies that I do, it's all about liquidity, use, and control. It's about leveraging, and I try to show clients that with the flexibility you have in this concept, they're able to figure it out. Once they figure it out, it's like a light bulb comes on, and they're like, oh, I can do a whole bunch of stuff with this stuff. So that's why I'm saying I just don't believe most people out there explain it correctly. People just keep viewing it as a last resort or a desperation play, and I think it's unfortunate that people are just missing the boat on explaining correctly the way it should be used. But not one size fits all. It's just, I listen to the story, I ask a lot of questions, and then I tailor it to their situation, and I come up with additional game plans now to 2 years to 5 years. I come up with plans to keep. I tell them that I'm no different than a financial advisor. Strategies change. Today's strategy might be this, but in 2 to 5 years, it might be this. So let me give you the 2 to 5 year strategy as well. And they get excited because I gave them a roadmap. If they don't have a financial planner, they need advocates out there. There's so many people that don't have financial planners, even though I mostly work with financial planners, but there are a lot of people that need help and guidance, and those people I love to give them a roadmap to help them out. They don't have a lot of money in their nest egg, so I just try to show them some help and guidance and what's the prudent thing to do, and I love being a resource for those kind of clients.
Well, I think your borrowers sense that in you, and I think the real zing of the reverse mortgage is, like you say, the customization, right? Everyone's unique. Everyone's situation requires maybe a different approach.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Harlan, he's kind of led the way, he's a big firm believer, and he did his. And
yeah,
we have people on our team and at Movement Mortgage that have all done reverses already.
Yeah,
we're big believers, and that's why our company is growing, and we have loan officers that love our business model, but they love the way we approach, and we believe in the product that wholeheartedly to where we're looking to grow. We're looking for proteges. We're looking for people that want to come on board so we can teach them the way we do it so they can help the industry out to where we can help more people out there. So, because I can't keep doing this till I'm 90 at this pace. I can tell you that right now. So Harlan wants me to keep working at this pace.
Yeah. But, our industry has a few people in their mid-80s, late 80s still originating and successfully. My hat's off to them. But yes, I wouldn't want to be doing this in my 90s either. So, one last question is, in your opinion, what myth about reverse mortgages are reverse mortgage professionals maybe unwittingly reinforcing when they approach or speak with clients?
The desperation or the last resort, like they just don't believe that they think that the legacy gets depleted by doing this concept, and that's not true. I'm a math guy, so I literally show the math behind the science behind this whole concept, and I show them it's not what you think it's going to be, especially today with the percentages that people are getting today and the the equity of the home or the value of the home. It's not what it used to be 20 years ago, right? So there's a greater chance that we can solve problems now, but also have tons of equity down the road when they pass away. So I think they get the best of both worlds today compared to what it used to be. But I think that's what they keep driving home. But people keep giving this advice, and they have no idea how this product really works. This is what I am like. I tell people all the time, would you get financial advice from somebody else that's more messed up than you are? I mean, I don't know why people keep doing that. They go reach out to people, and they have no idea how the product works, and they get advice from somebody that doesn't make sense. So this is what I have to battle. People that think they know it, but they don't.
So you touched on something that I hadn't even thought about, and that is the silver lining of the lower principal limit factors, or PLFs, is it's not as voraciously consuming equity with a negative amortization. That's a great point.
Well, I mean, people can look at it. I mean, look, I'm going to put a positive spin on everything I do because, people complain. I said, well, listen, you want to get people complain like, hey, I'm not getting enough money. Well, you also complain you're not getting enough equity when you pass away or when you sell the house. Which one do you want? Do you want both, or you want one of them too? In this case today, you get both. You actually can. If we can solve the problem today to help you out, but there's still tons of equity left, you're going to get the best of both worlds as of today. I still hope they improve the principal limit factor to where we can get a little bit more percentage, because I think it'd be advantageous for a lot of clients, but especially eliminate a lot of the shortfalls, out there today.
Agreed.
But other than that, you still get the best of both worlds if that does happen, if they do sign up now today.
Great. Well, anything you want to add to our listening audience, to the reverse mortgage professionals watching before we go?
Yeah, I've always believed, Zig Ziglar talks about it all the time, right? It's about, you got to believe in your product, right? You got to believe in yourself, believe in your company, believe in the program, but especially believe in your product. Your belief will come across to the clients. So either one of two things happen. They can tell that you're just either selling a product, or you're you're providing a solution with a retirement tool it's critical for people to understand. But I really believe that people should look into it. If they're not confident that they should get a reverse mortgage, then they need to meet with me, and I will help them get the reverse mortgage, and I will help them explain why they would need it. Because once I understand their retirement situation, once I understand their situation, their overall retirement strategy, I can show them how to plug this in correctly, and I can show them how to be cash efficient and many other strategies that come along with it. So,
excellent points, George. As always, we come away with a gold nugget of wisdom, and congratulations on your reverse mortgage and practicing what you preach. So we are excited.
Always good to see you too.
Good to see you. Thank you so much for spending some time with us.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks.
So what are your thoughts on George's approach and his decision to get his own reverse mortgage or HECM loan? You can give us your 2 cents in the comments section below. And also, before you go, we encourage you to share this episode with other professionals in your LinkedIn network. And please like this episode if you found value in it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you never miss our latest episodes. And each and every week we curate the most recent reverse mortgage related news and then some in our weekly podcast. That's HECM World Weekly. We have both an audio and a video edition, and listeners can subscribe and listen on Apple Music or Spotify. Thank you for joining us. Until next week, happy originating, and we'll see you soon.